It's the end of the year and things are dwindling down, and I'm making some creative changes. While it is a time for endings, I think it's a really good time for new beginnings as well. And I always find that the end of the year is a great time to start new projects and start new ideas that I have so that I can kind of carry it into the new year with new energy. And especially now where I live in Australia, I always say now as if it's like brand new. It's almost been 4 years in Australia now. This is crazy. January will be 4 years. But anyway, here in Australia, it's coming up to summer. So summer starts in December and it's like getting warm now in November. Obviously it's already warm. It's always warm here. So I just really like to use this time like from December to kind of just start something fresh in a new season and like feel refreshed and feel revitalized. And obviously I know a lot of people in the Northern Hemisphere are not feeling that. It's getting dark. It's like dark mood, dark vibe, like no energy. I get it. Maybe you can implement some of my tactics to feel revitalized for the new year. So maybe start early, like get a jump on things. You don't need to lock in, but just find that creative spark again. Find a project that inspires you. Every single car that's going by is so loud, but let's get started. So I'm actually doing a project that makes perfect sense for the end of the year because I wanted to make a calendar for the new year, and I'm going to make like a little mini calendar that hopefully I can like give away to you guys for free. Still working out that detail, but this is the beginning of the project. Phase 1 is today. So phase 1 will be the sketching phase. I want this to be very typography based, so I want to sketch out a lot of letters and then abbreviated versions of the months for the calendar. I want that to be like the focal point of the design for this calendar. So I want it to be type based, maybe just like a J, an F, an M, like continue on for the whole year, for the months. Or I want it to be like Jan, Feb, March, but like I'm not gonna write out the entire month because it's kind of gonna be a mini calendar. I think it's just gonna be too much. So we're gonna do abbreviations or letters, and we're just going to start this practice. In this, I want it to be very process-based, so I'm going to do a lot of repetition to kind of nail down what we want here. We're not just going to try to be perfect on the first go. This is going to be very experimental and fun. So as we let the creativity continue, I am very, very happy to be working with Kittl on this video, but this is a bit different. I'm so excited to tell you about Kittl's 2026 Graphic Design Trends Report. This is in collaboration with Savvy, and it is a completely free Kittl project where you can access all new insights. What's happening with design element trends, typography, and AI for 2026. And these are all fully editable and you can start working right away. It's really tapped into what's happening now, especially with design on social media. Really loving naive design and what you can do with typography there. Also with future medieval as well. I love this one. And I love that the collage trend is now moving into type collage specifically. This is great for inspiration, great for getting started in this work before 2026 even begins, because design trends don't just come out of nowhere. This is completely backed by the insights of the thousands of designers using Kittl every day. And last year on Kittl, over 800,000 people utilized the design trend report, and it gave insight into the whole design community. So this is completely free. It's on Kittl. I have the link for you below and in the comments, and I am just so excited about getting a hold of 2026 and being ahead of the curve instead of trying to chase it and catch up to everyone else. Hopefully this gives new ideas and inspiration to your design work and you feel more on top of things for the new year. So I'm excited about this. So go check it out, link below, and yeah, thank you so much to Kittl. I love working with Kittl and I love this design trend report. I always forget that the sketching process for me takes so long, but now I've actually finished 6 months. I did about 2 options for each, except for June. I just feel like I landed on June in a good way, but that could change. but I'm feeling very happy about this direction. I think what is good about it is that it works within a confine so that I can make kind of like a miniature calendar here. And I'm going to bring them into a design program and work on them a little bit in like different ways, maybe see different like effects on them, but also make them different colors. I think I was trying to sketch originally in color, and that's never the right move. I think I'm breaking my own rules there. It's kind of the design rule, right? To be starting within black and white and then adding color later so that you don't overwhelm your design, don't overwhelm your mind, because it really does affect how you sketch when you're working in color. So I started in black and white, and right now I feel like it looks very harsh, and that's not going to be the final effect of the calendar. But once we add in color and we switch it up, we make it digital, it's going to look very cool, I think. So I'm excited about this project. It's been very motivating and making me feel creative again, which is good, like post-trip. I wasn't really working on any design work specifically, and I was just getting a lot of inspiration. So I'm glad to now come back from that and then be transitioning into like working on projects again and having fun like that. So it feels really good. This project is already so much fun. I can't wait to put the rest of this together. And isn't the desk space area looking so nice? This is so much more me, so much more mature. I'm loving this. Anyway, I want to keep working right now on this, but unfortunately I have so much other stuff I have to do today, so we need to take a pause and regroup and come back. I'm gonna keep designing later. Okay, so it's the next day and we have a bit more to do on this project. Probably not to finish it because I still have to do those other 6 months, but we're still working on like this half chunk of it. And I do want to do like test printing with this half at least too. So we need to do like color palettes because I'm just winging it right now. So I'm trying to think, I'm like copying in and pasting in a few different color palettes. Like what is the vibe for the year and for this type of project? Like I don't know yet. And then we have to do the dates, which are always going to be the same. I mean, obviously like the days change, but like the date little box is always going to be the same on each one. And that's not going to be like unique and whatever. It's just going to be like plain. And then I have to do some test printing because I have to figure out if this is going to look cool and how it's going to turn out in the end. So we have a lot to do, so let's get started. Okay, so I'm on Pinterest finding inspiration for color palettes right now. I feel that that's probably my weakest point of my design work, is that I'm not really good with color palettes and deciding on colors without looking at inspiration first. I feel like I just kind of copy in ones that I've found because people are putting together such great stuff for free online to be like, here's a color palette you can use, which is great. But yeah, that's definitely like my weak point of design, is I never really know what I want to use for colors. So I have to go online. I have to look at inspiration first and be like, okay, what is this project doing? Especially because for me, I'm so afraid of color. Like for me, I always stick to like the same styles a lot of the time. And yeah, I'm not very much like a bright pop, like color design person. So it's a bit of a challenge. And I do have to set up the proper file right now in CMYK and everything so that it can be ready for print, because I want this to be printable so that you guys can then print it at home too. Okay, so colors are still being decided because also with the print that might help me like gauge what I like. But then also with the May, I need to kind of figure out what I want to do there. I'm still thinking like dashed lines, but it's just taking me a while to figure out what I like. So we're gonna do a couple of test prints with these because I also feel like I have this kind of set up now. I have at least one down. So we're going to figure out the other days for the month of the other months. So we'll do like we'll do January, February, March, just as a test, and then fit them all on one sheet of paper and then figure out what we can do here. So now before we test print, I've added these little crop marks myself. We're gonna see how that actually looks like printed and cut and see if it actually like looks nice or if I need to resize things to smaller. I'm not sure. Obviously need to check the colors, need to check the sizing of all of the letters and everything, all the numbers. So let's test print. Okay, this is actually a really nice size and the colors look good, like they look exactly accurate, so that's good. I guess I just need to keep deciding which colors I want, but let me print a few more. I'm not going to update the month numbers and stuff because I just want to get a reference point, so they're not all perfect yet, but we'll do a few more of the months, we'll print them and cut them and then have a little reference point for how it's actually going to look when it's all finished. We are really cooking here. These are looking very, very cool. Yeah, definitely. Okay, here they are. Let's talk final thoughts on these. I think that the spacing is actually a little weird. So there is more room on the side than there is on the top and bottom. So I think we can kind of adjust that. But I do really like this size, like this size calendar, so that you can print 2 at a time on a sheet of paper, print it yourself at home. I think printing on some really nice paper would also look really good. Like just printing on different styles of paper could have different effect for the print, but it just looks really cute. Don't know what happened to this one actually now that I'm looking at it. Oh, it's the sizing. So see, the sizing is a bit weird. So yeah, we need to adjust that and maybe just like fit it within, like inside this size a little bit better. But overall, I'm really liking how it's looking. So I feel like this project is almost done. Obviously I have to do the second half of the year. But this only took me a couple of days of work and I can figure it out and make it for you guys so that everyone can like download it for free and print it themselves. Especially with this size, I think it's good for printing yourself at home. It's not too big of an endeavor. And you could always just print like 1 to 2 months at a time as you need them and then keep it on your desk or something, like put a hole punch through it, whatever you need to do. So that was the project. I feel so good again, like finally getting back into a routine, getting back into my creative mind, and it's really nice to have a passion project. I actually want to do a couple more passion projects coming up. I feel like I should like get into it again and start filming them. So I don't know, let me know what you guys want to see. But I'm always here to help and make helpful design journey videos. So yeah, subscribe if you're not subscribed, like this video if you liked it. I had such a fun time with this one and I feel like it's a great way to like finish off the year with a new project for the new year, and yeah, it's just feeling really good. So hopefully we can continue this creative energy and make more and just have fun on this channel, because that's what it's about. It's about fun and design. Okay, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.